Shalom Akim. First off, I want to start by saying all praises goes to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashim HaKodash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth through the Spirit. Shalom to Akim out there pushing this word in all sincerity and honesty, the hopeful elect. Now, the name of this show is going to be Sustain, okay? Because I recently did a video going into the times we're in, the time of Jacob trouble, and I mentioned the word sustain. So, in the etymology of the word sustain, it comes from the 1300s. It means give support to, from stem of Old French sustenir, hold up, bear, suffer, endure, from Latin sustenere, or if I pronounce that wrong, it says hold up, hold upright, furnish with means of support. Now, what's going to sustain you through these times? What's going to give you that support? What's going to bear you, hold you up? Okay, what's going to help you endure it and to endure suffering? Okay, what's that talking about? That's going in. Well, what's going to sustain you? Okay, in those times, or in these times we're in now, it's going into the Bible. All right. And the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the Bible. Real quick, I have a precept right here. This is Psalms 31:24. Be of good courage, and he shall strengthen your heart, and ye that hope in the Lord. Okay, so the Lord, man, and hope in the Lord. Ye that hope in the Lord. How do you hope in the Lord? Through the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Bible, okay, and obeying the Lord's statute commandments. All right, learning your nationality, come back to your true power. All right, that's how you have that hope. Hope that what? That you'll be delivered. All right, it says, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen your heart, and all ye that hope in the Lord. So, first of all, it's talking about the men that hope in the Lord. All right, you gotta be of good courage and endure. Okay, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen your heart, all ye that hope in the Lord. How we have courage? By going out there on the highways and byways and pushing this word until death, if necessary. Okay. Now, real quick, I'm gonna jump to another scripture, which is also on point. Here it is right here, Isaiah 33:6, and it reads, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. Right? Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Which that wisdom and knowledge is talked about the Bible. Okay? Because when you read the Bible, you learn the past, the present, and the future. Okay? And you deal, right? And when you're dealing with the Bible, you find out what's coming to America. All right? It's destruction. All right? The famine, the pestilence, the race riots, all right, class wars, race wars, okay, and ultimately those nuclear missiles. And let's not forget about those chariots, all right. Now, big brother Yahweh Shai coming down on those chariots, okay. It says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. Thy times and strengths of salvation, right? Because we're going to see strange things. We're going to see strange things, all right? Which goes into what? The wisdom of Solomon, when it talks about the strangeness of our salvation. Okay? These people are going to drop dead, man, because they don't have anything to sustain them. Okay? It says, I read it again. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Now, real quick, I want to look up that word stability. I should already have it here. Stability. Okay. It says firmness of resolve. Right? Mental equilibrium of persons, from Old English stable, a stable. Firmness, solidity, stability, durability, constancy. All right, a standing fast, firmness. Okay? So it says mental equilibrium. Okay? Now when you look up the word mental equilibrium, it's going into a calm state of mind. Okay? To balance out the negativity with positive. All right? And becoming calm. Like if you're like physical equilibrium is what? Finding your balance. Like you might be walking and you lost balance, but then you find it back. Now you back on balance. All right? Listen, people are going to be dropping dead from the things they see, from the things they hear. Okay? Like those chariots, for example. When you see those things at close, at close range, it's not going to be, the same reaction to seeing it in the clouds. All right? But guess what, man? Those chariots also there to help us be stable, man. First of all, I got to go back to the scriptures, right? And I'm going to go to Psalms 34:7, right? It says, the angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them. Okay? So yeah, that's right. We're gonna have that mental stability. We're gonna be sustained, but then also the angels are gonna sustain us also. Man, the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua is gonna have those angels sustain us also. Okay? The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them. How do you fear the Lord? By following the Lord's statute commandments to the best of your ability. Okay? And a good example of that, and I'll leave you on that. I believe it's the book of 2 Kings, 6th chapter. Right? Give me 1 second. It says, right, Elisha prayed and said, Lord, I pray thee, open his eyes. Right, I'll go up a little bit. It says, therefore the heart of the king of Syria was sore troubled for this thing, that he called his servants and said unto them, will ye not show me which of us is for the king of Israel? And will ye not show me which of us is for the king of Israel? And one of his servants said, none, my lord, O king, but Elisha, the prophet that is in Israel, telleth the king of Israel the words that thou speakest in thy bedchamber. All right, because Elisha was a prophet of the Lord, right? And he said, go and spy where he is, that I may send a fetch him. And it was told him, saying, behold, he is in Dothan. Therefore sent he thither horses and chariots and a great host, a great army, and they came by night and compassed the city about. And when the servant of the man of the most high was risen early, right, the servant of Elisha, and gone forth, behold, and hosts compassed the city, both with horses and chariots. And his servants said unto him, alas, my master, how shall we do? So the servant is panicking now, man. The servant is like, oh shoot, Elisha, what we gonna do now? Verse 16, and he answered, fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them. Right? Because Elisha had spiritual powers, man. And the Lord opened up Elisha's eyes to see those angels. It says, and Elisha prayed and said, Lord, I pray thee, open his eyes that he may see. And the Lord opened his eyes of the young man, and he saw, and behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire round about Elisha. And that's going into those chariots. Okay? That's going into the chariots. And when they came down to him, Elisha prayed unto the Lord and said, smite this people, I pray thee, with blindness. And he smote them with blindness according to the words of Elisha. All right, so Elisha had spiritual power, man. Elisha basically had control over those angels. Okay? And the Most High had them angels smite them heathens, man, and blinded them. All right, so Elisha wasn't scared because them angels came past round about him. Okay, in the same way, man, in those times, we're going to have that same power. And we're going to have those angels come, those same so-called UFOs, those chariots. All right? They're going to come down here and they're going to protect us against the so-called white man. All right? And these heathens. Okay? And these 2/3 and whoever else comes up against us through the spirit. All right? Lord will speak for myself. Lord will, I'm one of those men. Okay? But, right. So, with that, I say shalom. I read it again, Psalm 34:7. The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them. Okay? So that's how we're going to endure in those times. All right? That's how we're going to sustain ourselves. Lord will, I call this video Sustain. Okay? And with that, I'm going to say all praise goes to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushua, Bashim, Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to the Akhmat push this word and also sincerity and honesty. Shalom.